How you doing? Welcome, Adam. Hey, Bunji Coffee, it's an extraordinary story. Of course, we know for Queensland coffee, something that's synonymous with Queensland coffee, aromas. I didn't realise, that that's you guys. Tell me the story about Bunji from its beginnings in 2019.
Well, like most geniuses, we decided in 2019 to kick a business off just as COVID was about to hit, so timing was perfect. We saw a need in the market for us. We saw an opportunity to change how Indigenous businesses were viewed, and we've set about that path over the last 4 odd years to try and really change what we're sort of thought of and what we deliver.
But you're very good at what you do, mate, because, I mean, the feedback from anyone that tastes the coffee is they rave about it. I mean, I talked before about Melbourne coffee. They cornered the market, and rightly so. They're great at it, but that Italian heritage. But Queensland coffee, tell me about your thoughts on that vis-a-vis Melbourne. People thinking, oh, it's like Queensland wine. The days of Queensland wine not being great quality are over. Same things with Queensland coffee. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think people underestimate that really clean, green environment we have here. You know, Melbourne have kind of nailed the depression, the smog, the coldness. You know, they're a bit bitter down there. We're a little bit more positive here in Queensland, and I think what we've got around us, you can see that come through in the coffee and the process. I think it makes you feel better.
Mate, it absolutely does. So tell me, what is the point of difference? Of course, let's talk about the heritage. The fact that the oldest culture on the planet, going back 60,000 years, you know, they have now turned their attention to coffee. It's a great story in that, but for you, what's the point of difference with Bunji?
I think the point of difference for us is what we do with what we have. Yeah. We really do kick it off with limited resources. We make the best of what we got. We run a pretty lean ship as a business, and then every decision we make in our business has our community at heart, whether it's my Indigenous community or our local community, that they form the decisions in what we make strategically every day.
What was the mission when you got into Bunji Coffee? Was it we want to make the best coffee the world has ever tasted? Because it certainly feels like you're on that path. And how is it that you've been able to achieve such a great quality coffee?
I think basically because we know who we are. We don't claim to be coffee experts, we're coffee snobs, which we think that speaks to the wider population. Most of us are just coffee snobs, not coffee experts. Yeah. And I think we ensure that what we deliver to the market follows that path.
And how do you make such a great quality coffee from someone who doesn't know a great deal about it? How does that happen? What goes into it? And let's talk about what you do offer in terms of the products as well.
I think the key for the coffee comes from start to finish. Yeah. So we control our entire supply chain. So we visit the farms where they come from. We've met the owners of the farms. Wow. They understand what our end goal mission is in Australia as well, and so they're part of that journey. And then we just take that little bit of extra time in the process. We have a unique way we degas the coffee post-roasting before we pack it. And I think that in turn sort of adds into the difference of why you get the end result that you get.
Can we talk about the export journey? How did that kick off and what did that look like? It feels like a barrier for entry for many